Greetings, Fleshy Mammals, welcome back to a brand new Guilty Gear Strive video. Today, we're going to be talking about the Season 1 pass and which DLC characters I think should be in Season 1 and which characters are more likely than others to show up in the game at some point in time. Now, just to be clear, these are just predictions, it's not anything concrete. I just thought it would be fun to discuss and just talk about which characters would be cool to have in the game. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below which characters you guys think should be in Guilty Gear Strive for Season 1 or possibly a Season 2 in the future. So, without further ado, let's get into it. For the first character that I think will be coming to Guilty Gear Strive in Season 1, I actually picked Jacko. Now, I know a lot of people hate Jacko, and trust me, I hate playing League of Legends as much as the next guy. But honestly, I think Jacko has a good chance of returning in Guilty Gear Strive as part of DLC or some future season at some point in time. Mostly just due to the fact that she's actually back in the story. If you guys didn't see the story mode trailer, she's actually back and awake and up, but she's actually different this time. She's actually now Aria Hale. If you guys don't know, Aria was originally Justice. Jacko is like the second half of Justice, and they fused together at the end of Xrd, and basically what we ended up getting is the red-haired Jacko with the green eyes, which is actually Aria Hale. And I think that they could do some interesting stuff with Aria as a character, see what she can do. We're actually going to have to wait and see exactly what Aria Hale is actually capable of as far as what she can do, what her abilities are. Maybe she's just Jacko, but with red hair, maybe not. We're going to have to wait and see, especially in the story mode, just to kind of get a feel for what the character is actually about, because before we only saw Justice, and then we saw Jacko. You know, Aria Hale is a completely different character as far as the two are concerned. She's literally herself now. So I think it would be very interesting to kind of see what she can do in the story mode and then kind of build from there. So I'm putting Jacko as a maybe, but it would be pretty interesting to get Jacko back, but different, you know, not League of Legends, you know, not minions all over the place, you know what I mean? Like actually having like a proper move set. I think it would be pretty interesting to have. For the next character, I actually went with Baiken. Now, I know there was that meme going around, no Baiken, no Baiken, or whatever the hell it was. I actually think Baiken is a really cool character. She's got a badass backstory, she has a really good design, and I actually really like her moveset. I played her a little bit in Xrd. She was actually one of the characters that I had in rotation when I was learning Xrd. When I was learning how to play Xrd, I had a bunch of characters that I wanted to try, and she was one of them, and I really like how she plays. She's very fun to play. I hear that she's not good, but she's very fun to play in my opinion. I like her launchers, I like the grappling hook, I like the parry. Like, there's so much that I like about her, as well as her instant kill, one of the best in the entire game in my opinion. Overall, I think Baiken would just be a really cool character to have, especially with a brand new design. I just really wonder what they would be doing with her design. But yeah, Baiken's a really cool character, and I really hope she makes it into the game. 100% not guaranteed, but given how popular she actually is as a character, I think she could make it because, you know, companies like money, so sell her as a separate DLC character, extra money for Arc System Works and all that stuff, right? For the next DLC character that I think should be in the game, absolutely, is Kiske. Honestly, he is just really cool as a character. I like how he has like this extra meter that he has to manage when he gets hungry and all that stuff. But I think there's some extra little things that they could do with this, especially in Strive. Maybe have different buttons for the eating mechanic, and the different things that he eats maybe gives him different buffs. So let's say he does like quarter circle back kick, and that's like blue, right? So let's say that's like a defense buff, or quarter circle back heavy could be red, and that's like a damage buff. You know, he gets like different buffs with like different things that he eats. I think that would be really cool, while also trying to manage the hunger meter, where like you still have to fill it up and you still need the hunger, but each thing that you eat grants you different things. So let's say quarter circle back punch would be like a basic, you know, eat the meat and it just fills up, nothing special, but it fills up more than it normally would. And then let's say like one of the buffs would be like, it would fill up a tiny bit than it normally would, but you get like a big damage increase or a defense buff, or, you know, something like that. I think that would be really cool to have for Sin, just a little bit more variation on his hunger meter. And on top of that, like, he's just overall a really cool character. He's like Kai if Kai had more oomph to him, you know? Kai overall has always been like a very, you know, basic character, and you know, he's the Shoto, you know, he's very basic, he's very box standard. Sin is like Kai if Kai was a fucking monster, you know? Sin is very crazy, and I like Sin. I like his moves with the flag where he can jump up in the air. I like I don't even know what the hell it's called, you know, this thing. I'm gonna put it up on screen right now. You know, this thing, I like this. The fucking spear pokey, I like that. There's so much that I like about the character. Also, the red ride lightning. I think, if I remember correctly, Sin can actually change directions with his ride the lightning, or like hit it like multiple times, unlike Kai, which just goes forward. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't remember 100%, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but I'm pretty sure you can move that around, which would be pretty cool in Strive, especially with how like jumps and anti-airs and all that stuff, you know, use like anti-air ride the lightning. I think that'd be fucking amazing. Overall, I think there's a ton of cool things that they could do with Sin that would be pretty interesting to have in Strive. Like I said, like the buffs with the hunger meter, you know, pick between being full or being semi-full, but also having a bit of a buff to you. I think it'd be pretty cool, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe he'll make it, maybe he won't, but if he does make it, I really hope they do that with the buffs and all that stuff. It's something that I really want. If they do bring Sin back with the buffs, I called it, okay? 100% on the money. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys liked the 3 characters that I put on the table. If not, let me know in the comment section down below which characters you guys would like to see in Guilty Gear Strive as DLC. Honestly, I think I had some pretty decent ideas as far as Sin goes. You know, Baiken was just kind of, you know, on the table. I just want Baiken back in the game, you know? Because I actually did play her in Xrd. And I think there's some interesting stuff that they could do with Jacko or Aria. But we'll have to wait and see as far as like story mode stuff goes. If she can do some stuff in the story mode, then I would assume that she'd be able to do this stuff in-game as well. Considering that the model is in the game, she does have a very similar design to Jacko, except the sleeves are done up all the way. So it's kind of like the same character, but also not. You know what I mean? I don't know. Jacko's a weird one, and I hope they do something with Jacko or Aria. I really hope that they do something with her, but if not, that's fine too. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Peace out. It's been Casual.